just having a cup of tea here now. There's the tea, and there's Berlin sitting there waiting to be an annoyance. But all of our base plugs are in the bullets now, and this is the way I cure the plugs. So I just put them base down on this paper towel. Oh, look, he's trying to ruin my reloading scale here. Berlin, don't do that. So anyhow, you just put them base down on the paper towel, and it'll absorb the excess water out of these. And these are almost rock hard once they're cured. I think, I'm not 100% certain because I've never tried it, but I think you could probably actually get away without putting a dab of glue on them. Maybe one of these days I'll try it. I was a little bit concerned that the concussion of the black powder going off might disintegrate the base of them. So what I do is I just put a dab, like once I take these out, you'd hit them like this after they're fully cured, and the plug will drop out, and then each individual base plug will get a drop of super glue on it. But it does cure so hard, I'm almost positive you could probably get away with without the glue. But I won't try it with these bullets because these are the Japanese style Snider bullets that have a really, really deep. I think the hollow comes almost to there, I believe. So you don't really want to mess around with that. I think I'll try it with one of the standard bullets, because there's just not very much meat left in here. If something goes wrong with the base plug, you don't really want the bullet blowing out and then having the thing left behind in the bore. That'd be a real nuisance to try to remove. But once these are all cured, we'll just take them out and put a drop of super glue in each base, and then reinstall them, and away we go. What I have done too in the past is swab the inside of the bullet with ballistol before putting the plug in, but I don't really think that's necessary. I don't bother with that anymore. It seems to work just as well without it. The plugs don't get stuck in there at all. They do shrink somewhat as they dry, so that seems to pretty much take care of any problems. Anyway, these are almost ready to go. And somebody's bound to ask, well, why don't you just use solid bullets like everybody else? Well, I think I've already covered that before. I think particularly with my Thomas Turner Snider, the bore is much too tight to accept these solid bullets. You're looking at a bullet that's way oversized if you use these like when I think I've mentioned this before. When I first started, the solid bullets were becoming popular, and a 590 bullet was the in thing at that time. Now they're going with a 600, and you wouldn't even be able to get a cartridge into the chamber on my Thomas Turner rifle with a 590 bullet in it, let alone a 600. So it's well, more power to you if that works for you, but yeah, it just doesn't work for all Sniders. The bores and Sniders tend to vary quite a bit. So my philosophy, like, I have several Sniders to shoot, and I don't really like the idea of tailoring specific loads to certain rifles and that sort of thing. I try to make a load that's as close to the service load as possible, and one that will shoot reasonably well in all of my Sniders. That way, if I take them to a black powder shoot, I'm not having to segregate. Oh, yeah, don't shoot those 5 rounds in that rifle, they're for this rifle, and so on. it's much better to just standardize your ammo and then have something that will function through all of them. So these smaller diameter bullets should work great in the Thomas Turner, and they should function equally well in Sniders with a slightly larger bore. I do have one Snider in my collection. Probably would really like the 600 bullet. My Mark 1 Star short rifle also has a rather tight bore and chamber, and I don't think that would shoot the 600s either. So anyway, we'll see how these work out. It should be, I think, about another day for the rest of the moisture to absorb out of these, and then they'll be ready to put the glue on. These are the first ones I did, and I did another batch the next day. These first ones I think are actually probably ready to go now. Anyhow, we'll keep you guys up to date.